Hello everyone. Many days later, I have come up with another video to speak to practice my speaking English. You all know that I have had my second in-course exam, and it was held for 2 weeks, and so I have no time for making those videos. So there was a large gap between for practice speaking English, but for from today I want to upload my practicing video um, of English every day, and it will continue for 1 month because you know my final examination is knocking at the door, and so I have to practice English more and more. um, it is very tough for today, and I have practiced English about for 5 hours, and I want to study at least 6 hours math every day. So today is another interesting topic here, but I have nothing to say about it all. And from now today, I will not read those topics anymore. I will just uh, read the heading of the topic and describe it in my own words. I don't need a book's word because I have not much time, and it is very lengthy, and it kills my valuable time and. Um, I have to rush for today because it is very night and I can't make the video at the daytime um, because I was very busy about researching about Formula One, and today I have watched a movie about with Formula One, and the movie's name is um, Rush. And this was a rival body of the two um, most successful of 1976, and which is James Hunt and Niki Lauda. Um, Niki Lauda is a very mathematical and technician. On the other hand, James Hunt is a playboy type, and he urges about everything, and he want to be a very alert person and want to be success very quickly. And there is a very good story, and I love that story. And Niki Lauda can wins that championship, but he abort from this championship because he don't want to take risk because the last event was in rain and it was very bad for the players. With the risk of a life, it is a nature of James Hunt that he wanted to play in the risk events. So he joined the game and finished the line and win the championship. But it is a matter of sorrow that after 45 years old, James Hunt was died, and though they were very rivalry, but they were friends. They respect each other. On the other hand, Niki Lauda was fell in accident in the Grand Prix in Germany, and which burned his lung, and it was a reason of death of Niki Lauda. But he was uh, live for a long life, and he was about 70 years old, and in 2019 he was died. It was also show their loves, family relationships, and their sufferings in the movie, and I love that movie, and I enjoy the whole movie. And there is a huge gap, and you know that my cousin's wedding was held Thursday and Friday, and so I have to attend in the marriage ceremony, and which was held in Dhaka. So in Wednesday, I don't attend on Hollow night because I have some problems for sleeping, and if there are any interruptions, I can't sleep at all. So I didn't go there on the Hollow night. But later in the morning, I started to go to our my uncle's home with my father, and I reached there about 11 a.m. and it was in a convention center, and I met with my other uncles, and it was about preparing the lunch meal. And after 2 hours later, the lunch meal was started, and very fast, my uncle said to be eat the lunch because I have to do many things. But later, I found that I have nothing to do at all. I spent this time at lazy. I have also downloaded a movie, but I didn't watch them because the earphone was not good, and the place was very crowded, and there was a lot of people who was renewable, and I know them, so I have to meet them again and again, so there is no chance for watching a movie for a long time. On the other hand, I download a video games, and I played the video games which needs a much shorter time for completing a session. On the other hand, I was ashamed for some my works. I want to meet with a unknown person, but who was not my known person. So it make a misunderstanding, and it makes me ashamed. So later, I reached to my uncle's home, and then I met with my other uh, relative person, and I talked with them, and later I me and my other cousins was sent to the to the groom's houses, and then we spent a many time, and there was a um, they invited us more, they received us warmly, and some of time later there was very bad things was happened. Some of One of my cousins shoe was lost, and the shoe was not was her, and it was her grand mom, so grandmother, so it was a very important to her. So it was a very wonderful scenario for us, and the new new met um, relatives. But at last, she got her shoes, and then we come back to our uncle's home, and it was a time for sleep, and we were sent to the floor house, and I was very nostalgic because I spent a night about 13 years ago when I was only 10 years old, and I was reading class 6, and it was the first time that our first laptop was sent to our home, and I was very excited. And I was very little, then I sleep with my parents. I remember very clearly, and I also clear that many events are held in that floor. Like my little uncle, when came back from Italy, he came in the room, and we spent a very good time in that floor, and his marriage was also held in that place. So it is very make me very nostalgic, and at night, me and my other cousins and brothers listen a Food FM, and it was quite horrible. But as I already listened the part, it was not interesting for me. Then we came to sleep. So I don't want to talk anymore. I will talk this part another in the video, because I have to tell something about describe a time, something that changed your life in your goal. So in this process, I want to say that the internet is changing my life, which was good. And you know that the broadband internet was connected in 2020, very beginning of the year, and before that I used to use internet a mobile internet connection, but it was very expensive, and I cannot afford that. I can afford only for 50 MB or 500 MB, or sometimes it cannot be more than 1 GB or 2 GB. So I have a limit uses access of internet. That was not so advantageous for me, but after the broadband connection, my I I get access of different types of services, and mainly the YouTube, and I watched a lot of videos and tutorials on my different educations, like in my admission. But it is a matter of sorrow that I cannot get a chance any of universities. But beyond that, there is a disadvantages of broadband internet, because I cannot manage the broadband internet. That was a huge advantages of the connection, but it is very difficult to handle that at the time. But after 2023, I was almost used to um, use the broadband connection, and I can manage time and manage different types of social media, and I was very experienced for using the broadband internet connection. And later I used Gemini for my educational instructor, and it gives me a lot of help. And if anything that I can't realize in my math book, then I use the Gemini, and it tells me about this, about the problem, and it give me a solution. On the other hand, the um, dimension of entertainments get another dimension. Like I use like I watch um, top IMDb rated movies every day, and it is free for watching this movie. And I have also played different types of games like eFootball, but I have uninstalled all of them because it needed more of time, so I have to install it. But it changes my life, and I think that it is one of the greatest tools that um, I can improve my life. And I also listen podcasts and audiobooks from internet, and it improves my life day by day. Now I'm going to answer some of the questions that are included in the book in my own words. I repeat that I didn't read that answer, so the answer cannot be like what you want to know. It will be full of my own words. Is your country changing rapidly? I think yes, my country is changing rapidly, because the technology is advancing very soon. Like AI has come, and broadband internet connection is for everyone. So everyone are used to with that, and I think the my country is changing rapidly, but the development is not changing. Bangladesh was always poor, and the country is now also a poor country. What can smartphone do these days? Smartphone can do many different type of tasks, like using internet, or playing video games, listening a music, or watching a movie. All is possible by a smartphone, I think. Nowadays, AI can be used in a smartphone, and it is very advantageous for the people of Bangladesh and all over the world. Since most people do work on their computers, why do they still need to go to the office? Because the physical appearance is very important, and sometimes it is shows that in office work It um, is a highest productivity rate than who works in a house. So the authority wants to um, want their um, workers in a office room. Do you think people's works in the future will be heavily affected by technology? Yes, it is very clear nowadays that technology will uh, have a great influence over the people's work. Like me, in my every work, I have to depend on AI, like Gemini, Grok, or other AI tools. I have to discuss various topics with Gemini, and I also discuss about the math problem, and it is very advantageous for me. Compare the pace of technology progress in the past and the present. In the present, the technology or development are very um, changed very rapidly than the past, because you in the past the people are not so aware about the um, technology, but nowadays the competition is getting higher day by day, so everything the progress is very fast in the present.